I feel like I don't even remember the specific event, but I know I've been with Edison when I've like found out there was a girl in the room that like has been interested in him, or they dated, or not. I've definitely never met one of his ex-girlfriends, but like Edison was like, he dated around before me a little bit, a lot. So then like there's definitely been times we've been in the same room, and like, I felt very threatened one time by like, I don't even know if I can share it, but like basically I just felt threatened by like a girl who was like still trying to like hit him up while I'm dating him, and I was like, back up. Like this girl, it's like she would always text him and stuff, and like the texts were very flirty, like, you should come stay with me, I have a place, like, and I'm like, Edison, and he's like, okay, yeah, and then so but like it's a girl, you used to have a fling with, and like, when they first start dating you, like, there's still a few of those stragglers.
Yeah, those linger.
Yeah, they're lingering, waiting for their chance. Not gonna happen. So then,
not gonna happen. Okay, back up.
Back it up,
other girl. I don't know who the fuck you are, but you back the fuck up from my friend's man.
Exactly. And I was like, Edison, you have to tell her, like, no. And actually, it was one of our very first like mature conversations. I just said, like, I feel very uncomfortable that this girl is like asking you to like come stay at her place, and like doesn't really know how we stand. And then he's like, I really appreciate you telling me that so calmly. And then he messaged her and was like, hey, I have it's because we weren't official, right? He is like, we weren't girlfriend boyfriend. He's just like, I'm really seriously seeing this girl, and I'm really interested in her, and like she's uncomfortable with this, and like and then she backed off, and then I was like, I felt so happy, and like I was like, finally. And so
yay.
Yeah, and it was really nice like Edison handled it really well too, because initially I was just very passive about it. I'd like see him get a text, and it'd like say her name, and then he'd like message, right? And I was like,
no, just like irk
who's
you.
that? She's like, just a friend.
What'd she do? Like,
just a friend. Okay.
Yeah,
Just a bad
casually
kid.
like eye the conversation, try and like read it. Like,
okay. I just, I'd see her name, and I was like, and my blood would boil a little bit, and I was like, he's still talking to her, and I didn't want to come off as like, crazy, so I didn't say much at first. But then initially, when we were like really getting to know each other, I was like, hey buddy, like you gotta cut her off.
Gotta cut some ties here.
Yeah.